her most important public appearance back end first. She was being nosed out of the Antarctica on the day for which Britain and France
and fields are green.
In the final group was 1963 Open champion.
റോബർട്ട് സെസ്ലർ ആൺകുട്ടിയാണ്.
ഞാൻ കാളിനെ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് കാണുന്നത് 1ാം ക്ലാസ്സിൽ വെച്ചിട്ടാണ്. 1ാം ക്ലാസ് മുതൽ 4ാം ക്ലാസ് വരെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരുമിച്ച് ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ആണ് പഠിച്ചത്. കാളെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വളരെ മിടുക്കനായ ഒരു കുട്ടിയാണ്. എല്ലാവർക്കും മാതൃകയാക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു കുട്ടി എന്നുള്ള നിലയിൽ എൻ്റെ അമ്മ എന്നോട് എപ്പോഴും പറയുന്നൊരു കാര്യമുണ്ട്, കാളിനെ നോക്കി പഠിക്കുക, കാളിനെ നോക്കി പഠിക്കുന്നു. കാരണം ഏത് സമയം പഠിക്കും എന്നും ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് വാങ്ങിക്കാനായിട്ട് താല്പര്യം കാണിച്ചിരുന്ന ഒരു കുട്ടി. പിന്നെ അധികം വഴക്കൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാക്കാത്ത ഒരു പാവം പിടിച്ച ഒരു കുട്ടിയായിരുന്നു കാള്. ഒരു സംഭവം ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നത് 2ാം ക്ലാസ്സിലാണെന്നാണ് തോന്നുന്നത്, 2ലോ 3ലോ പഠിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് ജേക്കബ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ വേറൊരു കുട്ടി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ. ജേക്കബിനെ ശരിക്കും എന്തിനാണെന്ന് അറിയില്ല, കാള് തലയിൽ ഒരു കടി വെച്ച് കൊടുത്തു. കടി വെച്ച് കൊടുത്തപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ജേക്കബ് ഭയങ്കര ഒച്ചത്തിൽ വലിയ വായിൽ കരയാൻ തുടങ്ങി. ജേക്കബ് കരയുന്നുണ്ട്, കാളും അതിനേക്കാളും ഒച്ചത്തിൽ കരയാൻ തുടങ്ങി. ടീച്ചർമാർ വന്നു, ആകെ പ്രശ്നമായി. കാളങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് ആരും പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചില്ല. പിന്നെ എന്തായിരുന്നു അവിടെ സംഭവിച്ചതെന്നൊന്നും ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഓർക്കുന്നില്ല. പിന്നെ ഞാനും കാളും അയൽവാസികളായിരുന്നു. എന്നും ഒരുമിച്ച് ആണ് സ്കൂളിൽ പോവുകയും വരികയും ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. പിന്നെ ചിലപ്പോഴൊക്കെ ഞാൻ സ്കൂളിൽ പോകാതൊക്കെ ഇരുന്ന സമയത്ത് കാളിൻ്റെ നോട്ടുകൾ വാങ്ങിച്ച് എഴുതുക, അതൊക്കെയായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ ഉള്ള ബന്ധമെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കാള് എൻ്റെ ഡാഡിയും എൻ്റെ അച്ഛനും ഒരു ഓഫീസിലാണ് ജോലി ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്. ഞങ്ങളൊക്കെ എപ്പോഴും ഒരു ഇൻ്റർവെൽ കിട്ടുമ്പോഴും പിന്നെ ഓടിച്ചാടി കളിക്കാനായിട്ട് പോകുമ്പോഴും അത്രയ്ക്കൊന്നും ബഹളമൊന്നും ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരു പാവം കുട്ടിയായിരുന്നു കാള്. പിന്നെ വേറെ കുസൃതിയൊന്നും ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരു നല്ല പയ്യൻ എന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പറയാം. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് 5ാം ക്ലാസ് ആയപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് NDAക്ക് പോയി. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഞങ്ങൾ തമ്മിൽ അധികം കോണ്ടാക്റ്റ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ കാളിൻ്റെ ചേച്ചി ക്ലെയറുമായിട്ട് അപ്പോഴും എനിക്ക് നല്ല അടുപ്പമുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഞാനും ക്ലെയറും ഒരുമിച്ചായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ ഡാൻസിനൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ കാളിൻ്റെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് അറിയുമായിരുന്നു. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഒരു പ്രീ ഡിഗ്രി കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം കാളിനെ പറ്റി യാതൊരു അറിവുമില്ലായിരുന്നു കുറേ നാളത്തേക്ക്. പിന്നെ അവസാനം ഫേസ്ബുക്കിലൂടെ ഒരു ദിവസം ചുമ്മാ അടിച്ചു നോക്കി കാളിനെ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചു. പിന്നെയും സൗഹൃദം തുടരുന്നു. ഇപ്പം അത് ആ സൗഹൃദം ജ്യോതിയും സാറക്കുട്ടിയും എല്ലാവരും ആയിട്ട് തുടർന്നു പോരുന്നു. പിന്നെ പറയാനുള്ളൊരു കാര്യം, കാളിൻ്റെ പിറന്നാൾ ദിനത്തിന് 1000 പിറന്നാൾ ആശംസകൾ നേരുന്നു. മെനി മെനി ഹാപ്പി റിട്ടേൺസ് ഓഫ് ദ ഡേ ഡിയർ കാൾ.
Call Cecil
was certainly an affable lad while at the Sainik school. His cherubic face and the disarming smile often belied the juvenile toughness that he sought to portray. Was certainly proficient both in the mural and extramural activities while at school. Was happy to meet him in London years later, happily living up to the promise he had shown at school. God bless him in all his endeavors.
Hi, I'm Gufur, as you all know. And Carl go a long way back, right from we were like 10 years old, and initially in the first 2 years, I don't think we were in different houses, and also we weren't that close. But as we got on to the after the sub-junior house, I think me and Carl have been really good friends, and Carl is a fantastic guy, very good friend, loyal, integrity, and whatnot, everything. And we've been, very close to each other in the school, and we've done all kinds of things, movies, all the.
Hi, this is 1660 Deeptinath. Carl, we were in two different houses when we joined. I was in Tagore and you were in Veluthampi. So we couldn't interact much in the house. But then we were the guys in 6th B, there's class for English medium students. So that's how I came to know better. The one thing I noticed about you is the kind of good looks, the sophisticated looks. We are all this rough guys from Kerala village, and you were one guy who looks little different and sophisticated. But another thing I noticed was your hair. It was unlike any others. It was just stand up straight. Whatever you do, whatever oiling you do, it will not listen to you. It just used to be like that. I think it is still the same. And overall, during the course of the school, I came to know better. We were close. And what I noticed about you is Carl, always the cool. Nothing used to fluster you, nothing used to affect you. You forget about exams, studies. You used to enjoy life. You did everything. I don't have to elaborate. You just did everything. You didn't leave anything. Just enjoy your life in school. Had gone into your share of problems with the people, but still I like that spirit of yours, that taking the chances and not afraid to enjoy life. So I have gone into the 50s club like many others in the group. So you are the younger boy, one of the younger boys in the group. A few more left. So on the occasion of your birthday, I wish you all the best. Still many more birthdays to come, but always remember, always remain like this, cool, enjoying life with not a care for the world, taking your chances and doing what you enjoy doing. All the best, Carl, and welcome to the 50s Club. Happy birthday to you.
Hi there, this is Prashant.
Hi there, this is Prashant.
And that's my daughter. I just asked her to keep quiet. Right. So Carl is turning 50. That's what I heard. And if you ask me what I know about Carl, I'll speak in English. I mean, I can speak in Malayalam as well. It's actually much more favorable, but I think it appeals to a wider audience who doesn't know Malayalam. So, yeah. So, let's say, how do I know Carl? So, Carl was my senior in school. He was 2 years senior to me. Quite a very nice gentleman, I would say gentle boy during his time. Quite funny, very talented, and he had always something up his sleeve. The last, or probably the abiding memories that I have of Carl is he did a spoof song on one of our very popular teacher. I don't want to say what it was, for reasons best known to everyone. But it was quite a popular song, and Carl was the hidden talent behind that. So it became quite viral in those days. I think that was the 80s, and that was how Carl became quite popular in my circles. Nice guy, always amicable, smiling, friendly towards his juniors. Well, he had some real thugs in his batch, and seriously, when I say thugs, I really mean it. It's not a polite, friendly way of saying, they were not fit for purpose. But Carl was entirely different. He was a entirely different kind of character, very nice. And I think he's doing well in the UK, has a nice family, good close-knit family, not met them personally. He sings songs very well, and some of those songs are something which tugs at my heartstring. And Carl, Jyoti, and I don't know your daughter's name, but to all of you, I think it's a great occasion that Carl has finally managed to 50, and here's wishing another 50 more of happiness, love, and prosperity for all of you. Have a great day, Carl and Jyoti. Well done, and let's see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Carl. This is Sunil K, roll number 1466, 1984 batch. I think I remember you from my days as a prefect in Tagore House. Because there was something catchy in your name, Carl or Cecil. Something like that. And later on, when you were in year 10 and in Nehru Senior House, I was your house captain. That was long ago. At least 35 years ago, isn't it? Time flies. And I was so happy to see you again after a very long gap in UK. And since then we have been keeping in touch, which is good. On this occasion, like a very happy occasion of your 50th birthday, my best wishes for you and your family. May God bless you with a lot of health, wealth and happiness for years and years. And I should thank you, Jyoti, for giving me a chance to be a part of this celebration, at least in this way. Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Binu Sam John, and I and Carl were close buddies in Sainik School, Calcutta. I first met Carl even before I joined the Sainik School. To say precisely, we met at a hotel in Kollam, where we both stayed with our parents for our entrance examinations. That is way back in 1979. I think February or March, if my memory is correct. The examination spanned over 2 days. We were there for the whole 2 days in the hotel. I remember the hotel name is Sudarshan. And one day morning, when we were having breakfast, when I say we, I and my father, were having breakfast at the restaurant, I saw this father and son duo sitting on the other end of the table having breakfast. So looking at them, my father said, that boy must have come for the entrance examination, so we will go and meet them after the breakfast. And we finished our breakfast immediately. I went over to the other table and met Carl and his father, Robert Cecil uncle. So we all got introduced to ourselves, and that was the beginning, I'll tell you, of a very long and wonderful friendship with Carl. He was not like a typical Malu boy. He never had the looks of a typical Malu boy. He was very fair, chubby, bulging cheeks, bright eyes, and hairs that looked like, quills of a porcupine. The funny things. Altogether, he was a very lovely child and sweet child to look at. See, our liking for each other was so intense that not only we got we made friends with each other very quick. But we decided that if we get admission to school together, we will tell all our friends in school that we were cousins. And fortunately, we both got admission to school. We were both put up in the same house, that is Veluthampi house. And we were in the same dormitory even. I was on this side of the dormitory and he was on the other. His roll number was 1653 and mine was 1673. And life was going happy, joyous. And until one day, when we had a very big fight over some issues I don't remember exactly. And immediately we went around disclosing the truth that we were not cousins. And from that day, I remember we were not cousins. We were no more cousins, and we were just friends.
Hello Carl, CD here. അങ്ങനെ ഒടുവിൽ 50 ക്ലബിൽ എത്തിയല്ലേ? ഞാനൊരു 2-3 മാസം മുമ്പ് തന്നെ അങ്ങ് എത്തി അവിടെ. So welcome to 50 Club. Wish you a very happy birthday. Hi everyone. Myself Ajay Kumar CD. I am Carl's friend for last 40 years. We studied in the same school, Semi School, Kalkuttam, Toronto, for 7 years, from 79 to 86. More than that, we are from the same place in Kerala, that is Kayankulam. And we always used to be very proud to say that we are from Kayankulam. Coming to Carl, I can in fact talk about Carl for days together. So much of incidents, so much of memories are fresh in my mind. But again, I know that time doesn't permit that. So I can probably share a couple of incidents which always come to my mind whenever I think about Carl. Carl is a true friend to all of us. He was a very, very close friend who always gave a lot of importance to friendship. He used to go, in fact, out of the way to help friends. That's what I always felt. I think it was in 83, 84 when we were in 10th standard. That was the first time when I was going for a movie without permission. That is when we get the confidence. 10th standard is, when we get the atmosphere favorable to us to go for movies without permission. Of course, we will be punished if we are caught, but again, that courage comes from within, and we all try doing that. So I, along with two of my friends, that is PK and then Mohan, we decided to go for a movie. And of course, the courage and support given to us was none other than Carl, who was already a veteran in that field. He, along with some of my friends like Praveen and AV Santosh, used to go for a lot of movies. They used to come back and tell us the stories, and also through that we also started gaining the confidence. So finally we decided we will also go. So on a Sunday when our housemaster Thomas sir was not there, we decided to go. 3 of us went, started watching the movie. But luck was not in our favor. Thomas sir came back in between. He went around and found that 3 of us are missing. He checked with the friends. Being very true friends, none of them told that we went for movies. Instead, they said we went just somewhere outside. So, going for movies is considered to be a serious crime, whereas just going to nearby place like Chandavilla or Wet Road was not that serious crime that time. So, they just told housemaster Thomas sir that we just went out. But Carl didn't stop there. Instead, he decided to ensure that we are back before the roll call starts. So he went to Chandavilla, a nearby place, hired a bicycle, cycled all the way from Chandavilla to Kalkuttam, Mahadeva Theatre, called us from there and ensured that we are not getting scared. He came and told us that, okay, you guys, don't worry, you come back. Thomas sir has come, but you don't tell him that we went for the movie. Instead, say that we just went out somewhere. So we came back and he gave us a lot of comfort feeling with which we were able to escape from serious punishment. Of course, we got minor punishment, but the serious punishment was avoided because of the right time involvement of Carl.
Hi, morning, Carl. Myself and Carl studied in the same school. Though initial years I had not known him fully, but in the last few years we were together in the same house, Prasad house. In school he was very fondly called as Kala. I know all of you know the meaning of Kala. He was very fluent in English and he was good at communication skills, and he used to participate in all debates, dramatics club, and he was also a good singer and good at guitar also, and he continues the same now also. I got very sweet memories of him in my school days, and moreover he used to ensure that the housemasters are kept on the toes. That is by his pranks. That is very common in the group.
Hi Carl, happy birthday man. 50 years, that's a milestone. I was there a few months back. It's a great accomplishment to reach 50 without much damage. Okay. When I think about our meeting way back in 1979, a lot of memories. Okay, നിന്റെ തൊട്ട് സൈഡിലത്തെ ബെഡ്, നീ, ഞാൻ, സാജൻ, നസീർ ഒക്കെ റോയായിരുന്നു. Okay, I was just on the right side. ആ കാലത്ത് നമ്മുടെ ആ ഒരു പ്രായത്തിൽ നമ്മൾ നടത്തിയ കുറേ എക്സ്പ്ലോറേഷൻസ്, നമ്മുടെ ആ വലിയ ക്യാമ്പസിൻ്റെ പല മൂലകളിലും പോയി പലതും കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ നടത്തിയ ശ്രമങ്ങൾ, കൂടാതെ നമ്മൾ തമ്മിലുള്ള ഓരോരാളുടെ പാരൻസ് വരുമ്പോഴുള്ള ഈറ്റബിൾസ് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യൽ, അത് രഹസ്യമായി ഷെയർ ചെയ്യൽ, അത് എനിമീസിന് കൊടുക്കാതിരിക്കൽ, കുറേ മെമ്മറീസ്. എൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു കാലത്ത് എനിക്ക് ഓർമ്മയുള്ള ഞാനും നീയും കൂടെ ഉള്ള ഒരു തല്ലായിരുന്നു. നിനക്ക് ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടോയെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. ഒരു ദിവസം എന്തോ ഒരു നിസ്സാര കാര്യത്തിൽ നമ്മൾ രണ്ടുപേരും പൊതുവെ കുറച്ച് സൗമ്യരാണ്. എന്തോ കാര്യത്തിൽ നമ്മൾ തമ്മിൽ പ്രശ്നമുണ്ടായി. അവസാനം ഞാൻ നിൻ്റെ ബൈബിൾ വലിച്ചെറിഞ്ഞു. അത് നിനക്ക് സഹിക്കാവുന്നതിൻ്റെ അപ്പുറമായിരുന്നു. അന്ന് നീ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്തു. അവസാനം എല്ലാവരും കൂടെ ഒന്ന് നമ്മളെ പിടിച്ചു മാറ്റിയൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് ഇപ്പോഴും ഓർമ്മയുണ്ട്. ഇൻഫാക്റ്റ് അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഞാൻ നിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് അപ്പോളജൈസ് ചെയ്തു. നിനക്ക് അത്ര ഭയങ്കര സംഭവമായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ ഈ ബൈബിളൊന്നൊക്കെ എനിക്കന്ന് അറിയില്ലായിരുന്നു. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നില്ല നമ്മൾ തമ്മിൽ ഒരിക്കലും ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. സ്കൂൾ ത്രൂ ഔട്ട് ദ സ്കൂൾ ലൈഫ് I don't think we have ever fought after that. You were my best friend. I think even now when I think about my school days, you were my best friend.
My dear caller Cecil, wish you many happy returns of the day. May the God Almighty shower you with happiness and prosperity always. കഴിഞ്ഞ 50 വർഷക്കാലം, ആ പൂക്കാലം എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് എങ്ങനെയോ മാറിപ്പോയി. ആ പൂക്കാലത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു അംശമായി നിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ചേരാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞതിൽ ഞങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും വളരെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടോ നിനക്ക്? വേലുത്തമ്പി ഹൗസിലെ ആ ഇരുമ്പുകെട്ടിലിൽ 1651 ഞാൻ നിൻ്റെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് ഫ്ലാങ്കിലും 1655 AV സന്തോഷ് നിൻ്റെ റൈറ്റ് ഫ്ലാങ്കിലും ആയിരുന്നു. അന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഗെയിം സ്പിരിറ്റ് കട്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ടോ അതിൻ്റെ സമയം കളയാനായിട്ട് ഫുട്ബോൾ ഗ്രൗണ്ടിൻ്റെ താഴെ സ്ലൈഡ് ചെയ്ത് താഴെ ഇറങ്ങിയതും കപ്പിൽ മാവിൻ്റെ കൊമ്പിലിരുന്ന് ആടിയതുമെല്ലാം ഒരു ചെറിയ ഓർമ്മ പോലെ, ഒരു നല്ല നിമിഷം പോലെ മനസ്സിൽ കൂടെ കടന്നു പോകുന്നു. നീ ഇന്ന് വേലുത്തമ്പി ഹൗസിലായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ KB റാവു സാറ് ഓരോ മിഠായി തന്ന് എല്ലാവർക്കും നിൻ്റെ ഹാപ്പി ബർത്ത്ഡേ ആഘോഷിച്ചേനെ. വിഷ് യു ഓൾ ദ വെരി ബെസ്റ്റ്. മേ യു ലീവ് ഫോർ another century more with happiness, prosperity and everything. Wish you and your family a lot of happiness, togetherness always. We love you dear. Mwah.
Hey Carl, first of all, I wish you a very, very happy 50th birthday. You're halfway to 100 now. May the next half be as wonderful and interesting as your first half. May God bless you abundantly and keep you safe for many, many years to come. What I remember about you is way back in our village, we used to have plenty of pockets, especially in the nights. And whenever that used to happen, my whole family, Appa, Amma, myself, and Akka, we used to come out of the house to get some breath of fresh air. And invariably, we used to be entertained by the strum of your guitar and your singing. That's what I very fondly remember about you. Too bad we didn't know much about each other then, but of course, thanks to Facebook for helping us to reconnect, so that we are here now. Once again, wish you a very, very happy birthday. Today is your day. Have a wonderful day and year ahead. God bless.
Carl, wish you a very, very happy 50th birthday. Jyoti, first of all, I have to thank you for including us in Carl's birthday celebration. Suguna Auntie's family has been a big part in our Edavar house. And when I think about Carl, all I could remember was his singing. And I wish we had more time and opportunity to spend with you all. And anyway, we should meet sometime and come see us in Boston. And I wish you a very happy birthday again. Stay blessed, stay happy, and keep singing. Bye.
Hi, Carl. I'm so happy that I have this opportunity to wish you on your 50th. Can't believe you guys are 50 years old. It's been a long time, and just going back the memory lane, I remember the first time I met you as my student. And like all students, each one of you are precious, come with a very different and a distinct characteristics. And yours was very silent, quiet, unassuming, watchful. But you didn't mind what others would think of you or say you were on your own. And somewhere in that crowd, I could notice that you were so talented and your music was something so different to hear. You play the guitar and the song. And I think I absolutely made use of that talent in you. And you remember that I called you home, made you sing, and every time, whether you studied food science or nutrition, I didn't bother, but I was very clear that you should sing every time we met. So much so, I know I took an extra liberty to call you to the school and make you sing. That's the type of talent that I've seen in you, and very humble, very down to earth, very quiet, very quiet. Sometimes it can be easy for people to misjudge your quietness, but you had your heads on your shoulder, very reliable, and it's something that I think I had, what would I say, something that I touched me as a teacher and as a person, and I went for a long time. I would remember you even when we were not in touch. And thanks to Facebook and all the social media, I could sort of reconnect and meet you the second time in London. And there you are with your family, beautiful family. Jyoti just compliments you perfectly. And I think she's the secret behind your success. And Sarah takes over your talent. With all this, it was a feeling of, as if a contentment for a teacher to see that this is how you've shaped. And also heard that at that time when we met, you sang again for me at the restaurant. And that was very, very emotionally touching. And so this is something that I think nothing will as valuable as this or as memorable as this. And I think my career as a teacher has been the best when I see you people progress, prosper, and come out as true gentlemen. So a long thing, I can say go on and on, but I think there'll be so many people wishing you on this day, wanting to share some good memories. And all I can say honestly is continue this. You are perfect. You are a wonderful human being. You have your compassion. You care for others. And I think that's the best character of you that will stand by you. Stay blessed and wishing you a very, very happy 50th and many more to come. And hopefully I will pull you over to New Zealand to do another performance. And I think as a teacher, I have the liberty of getting a free performance. Cheers to you and a toast to you and your family that has stood by you, and stay blessed forever. Thank you.
Hey Carl, happy 50th and welcome to the club. Carl and me were roommates at Hychem, Hyderabad. We shared a small room inside the campus. Technically it wasn't a room, it was more a kitchen, somebody's kitchen. And the entrance to this kitchen was through a toilet. Yes, a toilet. We called it the Xanadu. I'm sure you're confused by now, but Carl will explain you more on that. We all know Carl as this amazing singer, this very gifted, talented guitar player and so forth. But not many of you know that I was responsible for pushing Carl into practicing his guitar skills and his vocal skills. Let me explain. So we shared this room with 500 blood-sucking mosquitoes. And the sleeping routine in the night would be such, we would cover our body with this blanket. We had a small table fan that we keep it right behind our head. And me and Carl would join our heads, literally, like co-joined twins. And the fan in full blast so that the mosquitoes couldn't land on our face. But in the dark, I would slightly nudge the fan and tilt it towards myself, to my head. 2 minutes later, Carl would do the same. And this charade would go on for half hour or so. Eventually, Carl would give up. He would get up, retreat to a corner, pick up his guitar, and start practicing. He practiced all night long. And today we have an amazing, phenomenal artist. Carl, buddy, bless you, I love you, and we are going to meet soon.
Hey Carl, happy birthday, bud. He's wishing you a fantastic birthday. What can I say? It's been almost, 30 years since I left IHM in Hyderabad. You know, it was a freaking transfer case. I left, soon after the first year, so yeah, call me a loser. I can go on, trust me, about every night, you know, we spent just the boys in that Tarnaka house or a couple of the other places close to the college, and, you know, all the crazy, you know, times we've had. I mean, more so after the alcohol settled in and, you know, you picked up that 6-string and dished out some serious freaking music. You know, everything from Paul Simon to bloody Led Zeppelin and everything in between. Throwing a bit of Maggie May and, yeah, a bit of that in there too. It's amazing how after all these years, everything is so vivid in my mind. You know, but apart from the music, just wanted to stop and, you know, wanted you to stop and think for a minute. You, Sibi, Anil, Roy, and Rishi, I think it was. I don't know if I've missed a couple more, but, you know, there was 3 absolute virgins, like docile, innocent, fresh as who had just about shown up first or second day in college, namely Bisht, Dundu and myself. And you little shits, man. I'll never forget. He took us back to that place he had in Tarnaka. And it was more like Guantanamo Bay prison for interrogation. And I'll never forget the deep-rooted mental pounding we took that evening just before we got our heads shaved up, just to put into perspective the kind of stuff that went on that night. There was Sailesh, who actually, correct me if I'm wrong, he went downstairs, crossed the street freaking naked, went to the pan bidi shop and bought a pack of cigarettes and came back, all because I shouldn't say, but I'll tell you what, three of us couldn't thank you guys enough. We became men, and that's one thing I remember, think about time and time again, goes on through my mind over and over. And honestly, that started a journey for the next year for me. That was some of the best times I've had in my life. So, buddy, I'm not going to go on, but hope you have the best birthday ever with your beautiful family, and hopefully we'll catch up soon. I miss you, bud, and cheers to the other boys as well. I'll grab a drink this evening and drink in your honor. Cheers, bud.
Hey Carl, welcome to the 50th Club. I'm wishing you a very happy birthday on your 50th. And my recollection of our time in the college was when we used to jam up in all that Mandri's room or your Tarnaka room. And after a few drinks, and used to catch up with the guitar and start strumming some music. Most of the batchmates could hardly sing when they're drunk, or even when they're not drunk, but you were exception, man. You had an amazing talent, and definitely miss those sessions, and I hope we should be able to do that at some stage, at least have one bloody reunion of our batchmates, and wish you a good one, man. Enjoy your 50th birthday, and I'm sure keep looking younger, Bugger. I'm definitely jealous of you for that, man. Good one. Have a nice one.
Hi Carl, this is for wishing you a happy 50th birthday. Joe has been actually chasing us for quite some time to send us a video, and we've been wondering what to tell you.
She wanted us to reveal all those secrets.
One of the main things that she wants is that we should reveal all your secrets, but don't worry, we are your friends, it's all safe with us. And she believes that she knows everything, so we'll keep it that way.
Let her believe save her.
Yeah,
happy birthday, Carl. Have a great another 50 years more.
To say about Carl, everybody.
Until we met Carl, we have to say this, that we both were virgins in terms of alcohol, smoke, and.
We were total teetotalers.
Yes.
He spoiled us. He can't escape.
He did that to a lot of other people.
Yes. He was bad company. Totally ruined our lives. What can you
We started drinking then, we are drinking till now. Imagine
that. Imagine the impact he has had on us and poor people like us, He finds
young boys.
Yeah, I also want to say that I'm bald because of him. Let somebody take the blame. So there it is. So wishing you a wonderful 50th birthday, Carl. We are still to get there. Few more years to go. You're there first, so enjoy.
All the best.
This video is celebrating the golden jubilee of one of my best friends and brother from another mother. His name is Cecil. How do I know Carl? He is a classmate that I met for the first time while he was sitting with a group of other people who became my friends later on. And he was strumming a guitar and singing a Paul Anka song. That's a fact. What's fiction about him? let's see, he's a teetotaler. He's never had a drink in his life. What's legend? Well, going back to the fact, the legend is that he is the king of churning out songs of Paul Anka, Simon and Garfunkel, and many more. So, happy 50th birthday, Carl. I wish I was there celebrating with you. But you know I love you. Wherever I will be, I will always love you, my darling friend. So enjoy your Golden Jubilee, and I wish you many more of such beautiful memories that you will be making.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear Carl. Happy 50th. Oh my God. It's 50 years. Can't believe you're getting old, but you're still the handsome. So nothing should bother you. What else can I say? I am sure you're all set for a great celebration, and must comment. You have a beautiful wife, Jyoti. I must say the effort she has put in is amazing, and so looking forward for the celebration. And memories of Carl. I must say it is on the rocks with Daniel and the guitar. At that point, I never thought he would, he was any serious about his career in the hospitality. So was I. I hardly had any interest, and I was very playful and fooling around. But again, what a great choice, what a great memories of IHM and all of us in the industry. And I think we were a good batch, and that was one of the most pleasant things that has ever happened to me in my life. Starting at IHM, meeting you and Roy, like all of us at IHM. And I think that's the best thing that has happened, meeting you, the other IHM friends, even my husband Vinay. And I would have never thought of any other career. But again, Carl, you were a thorough gentleman. You came to London, you received me at the airport with the shortest of the notice, or no notice at all. Well, that's me. And I really wish I had met Jyoti as well on the same day. And you come and picking me, and you took me out for dinner. What a beautiful memory. And again, it was so wonderful to see you doing so well in your career. And very, very touched the way you had offered me to take the jacket of Jyoti. It's still with me. So definitely, you have to come to Canada, to Toronto, to pick it up now. And once again, see you all in Toronto. And I think we are all almost touching 50 very soon. So it definitely calls for a celebration. So let's make it at Toronto. And this invitation is for you, everybody. And Carl, once again, happy celebration. You made it. And it's a celebration of a lifetime. Make the best of it, whatever you're up to. And I'm sure there is no more surprise at this stage. And happy birthday. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Hey Carl, first of all, wish you a very happy birthday. And I don't know, man. I don't know what everybody else that is here today. When Jyoti actually sent out, a request that, not a request, but basically an idea, let's all get together, let's all make a video, let's all put it together and we'll show it, kind of a thing. I fucking struggled, man. I've struggled because I had such a good time when we were together, when we were in college. I mean, so many things in my life were happening for the first time. You were around. It took us a little longer to kind of become friends, but we kind of hit it off once we got to know each other. So it was great. So I'm playing a song, one of your most favorites, Scarborough Fair. I remember when I first heard you sing. There was some. This was in first year. There was some freaking maintenance, some dumbass class going on, and then we heard this beautiful music. You were singing the Boxer, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, what is this playing?" And I go out and we saw you downstairs. I remember Hari was there as well with you, and maybe Roy. It was fucking awesome, man. So well, okay. So again, I fucking hope I am able to be there when you're watching this. I mean, I would kick myself really hard if I'm not. If I was, in fact, if I don't make it. So, buddy, wish you very, very happy not happy fucking New Year, but wish you a very happy birthday. And let's make, the next fucking 20, 30 years count. Let's fucking recreate all our memories. Let's have lots of fun. And yeah, man, I'm fucking honored to be here today with you. I love you, buddy. Bye.
Hey Carl, wish you a very happy 50th birthday. It's a milestone. And I must tell you that you still look as young as what you were in your early 18s, 19s when we first met in college. I remember the lovely times we had together in our training at Taj Coromandel and Taj Connemara in Madras, and how we went about looking for an accommodation, and your cousin came to our help finding out a beautiful bungalow for us to stay, a 2-bedroom fantastic bungalow. And I remember sharing the room with you and having those good times, all those fights that we had, and I'm sure you remember each one of them. Our other 2 partners in the room were Cyril and Kishore, yourself, me, and I don't remember who was the 5th one. And I remember you strumming the Hotel California on your guitar all the time. And believe you me, even today when I hear Hotel California, it's only you who comes in front of me. I forget, it's the original Eagles song, but I remember that it's always a Carl song. And our recent visit to UK wouldn't have been such a pleasure trip not having met you and your beautiful family. Thanks a lot for the lovely dinner that you had for us near the airport. And I remember, and I very fondly, and I must thank you once again for taking out that extra pain to drive all those 80 miles to pick us up from the airport and drop me at my cousin's place, and again pick us up and take us for lunch. You are a great friend. There are very few in this world who are like you. And I wish you all the very success and the best in your life. And hope to see you on your 50th birthday celebrations in July. All the best. Take care. Cheers.
Hi Carl, here's wishing you a very happy birthday. That's my daughter behind, Avantika.
Happy birthday, Uncle Carl.
There's something she wants to tell you.
I have heard a lot about your guitar and you playing it, especially Annie's songs. My mother still tells me about you.
See Carl, you're a household name here. Have a great year and a lovely day today. Bye-bye.
Hi Carl, it's great knowing you, and more so when we went together during our industrial training where we used to work hard and you knew how to party and have a great time. So keep doing that. Have a great time on your 50th and in the years to come as well. Take care and have a great time. Bye.
Hey Carl, how are you? I wish you a many happy returns of the day. I hope you remember me. Old pals. चल तेरा बर्थडे की खुशी में I am making you something delicious. I'll pack from here, you receive there. I wish you all the best.
Hey buddy, Carl. This is Vikram Simha, here unit you and IHM Hyderabad. Many happy returns of the day. You are crossing 50, and we always loved your guitar and we always loved your songs. Missing them all. Hope you have a great time with your family. Thank you.
Hi Carl. Wish you a wonderful 50th birthday. Have a great time and keep singing the way you do. Enjoy life. It's a rock and roll. Live it well. Cheers.
Hey Carl, Ravi Ahmed, wishing you a happy 50th birthday. Bhagat, tell us what is the secret of you still look bloody 20, man. Is it Josie's cooking or is it full action-packed married life you're having? Do share the secret, macha. Have a good one, man. Have a drink on you on our behalf also.
Hey Carl,
Happy birthday!
We fucking gathered together for you so that we could wish you, man.
I came all the way from India just to wish you.
I
To
don't know
Chicago.
if you recognize him.
Happy 50th!
Have fun, buddy.
May you be blessed from your shoe. May you be blessed from your shoe. May you be blessed, dear God. May you be blessed of your shoe cup. May you be blessed of your shoe cup.
Hi guys, it's happy to know that Carl is celebrating his 50 years. So turning to 50. So 50 cheers to him. I can't believe he attained 50 years. And he's a fun-loving cousin in our family. So I still recall my olden days with Carl when he was doing his internship in Chennai. So indeed a nice moment we had. And lots of experiences regarding foods and beverage section, and still I recall all his lectures indeed. So one thing I would like to say about Carl is he's a man who could be able to balance his life and passion. So it very hardly happens with our people, because when people are having a high level of intelligence, they always complicate with life. But as far as Carl is concerned, it doesn't happen. Still he is leading a happy, balanced life to his perfection and passion. So I wish our Almighty for this season to continue forever, and as per our Bible, the fruits of spirits, let him be the tree bearing the fruits of spirit. So happy birthday, Carl.
Talking about the memories which I've had with you, it was so wonderful. Starting from when I joined catering college in the year 1987, and I still remember, the first month I was just there for 3 months, and the first month, probably when the seniors were ragging us. Ragging was probably the in thing, but I think that phase was pretty good, getting to know the seniors well. And then we used to probably, if you remember, we used to go a little away from the college and sit near the rocks where we used to play the guitar. So I clearly remember that very clearly, vivid memories of that. And that famous song, the number which used to play, Scarborough Fair. So that's how I, started liking that song. And and then I left IHM Hyderabad. Then I got a transfer to IHM Bhopal, and then I completed the IHM diploma from IHM Mumbai. And then probably my second job, when I had an opportunity of working in Himachal Pradesh, Kullu to be precise. That's when Mr. Advani, who actually recruited me, told me that there's a gentleman who is going to head F&B. His name is Cecil. I said, wow, I know this person because we were classmates, and I was so much looking forward to my job, the new stint at Apple Valley Resort, and there I met you, and we again had an opportunity to meet again, and that room which they had given us with that television, with that cable connection which we had from the hotel, and the lovely time we had over there. I think we spent about 1.5 years together in that place, along with Chef Ganesh, Poe, Sachin Mahadik, and the cleaning activity which used to do every week when somebody's turn used to come. We had a duty rota in place, as it happens in hotels. We really enjoyed our stay at that place. You were taking care of F&B, I was taking care of front office and housekeeping, and Chef Ganesh was obviously taking care of kitchen. Going to Manali, the owners were such nice people, Mr. Arun and Mr. Atul. They were like almost our age, probably a little more senior, and I never thought that the Himachal experience is going to be so good, especially if you were around. It was such a great thing, and you had really entertained us with your talent, of playing guitar, and then I think again I probably was homesick and I left for Mumbai, worked there for some time along with Mr. Advani, and then I had an opportunity to go to my hometown, Nagpur. So Nagpur was again, probably I met you again there. You had an opportunity of again taking care of F&B for a place called as Royal Palace, and project stage, and we stayed together. We again stayed together in the same PG at Lakshmi Nagar, if you remember, the auntie and uncle, and I remember I had an opportunity of setting a question paper for F&B controls, and you had helped me out in that because you are from that particular domain, and then I think that phase of my life I'll always remember and I'll always relish.
The story of my life is very plain to read. It starts the day you came, it ends the day you leave.
Hi, Carl and I are married for the past 20 years. Carl as a husband, I would say, is a very amazing husband. He's everything I could ask for in a husband. He's very loving, caring, protective, and slightly possessive. He's very attached to Sarah and I. He likes to spend time with us. All his evenings, all the holidays, everything is around us. He has a very demanding and responsible job, yet he makes sure that we are comfortable. He is a charmer. Whenever we have an argument, he's the first one to come and make up with me, and then that is followed by some shoes, bags, some new clothes, and these days some new songs recorded in Smule. So he's very cute in that way. He definitely knows how to handle me. He loves me more than I love him, and then he knows me very well, maybe more than I know myself. He knows my strengths and weaknesses. He's very open with me. I can talk to him about anything. He's quite understanding. He helped me to grow in my career, or as a person also. He stood by me. He actually helped me with the childcare, and which allowed me to travel around for my work. I don't think many people will do that. So he did a few sacrifices also, so that I progress well. So that's what I would say is an amazing husband. I'm not an easy person to live with, I will never say that. But he makes me feel like I'm the most amazing woman in the whole wide world, or I'm the most fantastic person. And I don't think many men can do that to their wives of many years. he makes me very confident. He makes me to believe in myself. That's I can talk about him as a husband forever, but let me stop that for a moment. Carl as a person, if I observe him from outside, as not as a wife, as a person, as a friend, I can say he's a very kind-hearted guy. He's a good team leader. He supports his team members. He goes out of his way to help them to progress. And he is extremely sensitive. I would say he comes with a highly explosive. It's you have to really handle him with care. He's like a child when it comes to sulking, but that's because he has a very pure heart. He's very, very loving, and he still has a child in him. I can say that. He doesn't like to be kept in dark. He doesn't like secrets. He doesn't like surprises. It's so hard for me to throw a surprise party for him. I had to give him some hints, otherwise it would have been a disaster. So, and nothing misses his eyes. He knows everything. He has a sixth sense also. He can read my mind. And again, I can talk about him for hours, make a documentary. But I would say one thing which you wouldn't expect from Carl Cecil. He's not a very religious person. You won't see him going to church every Sunday or anything. But he's spiritual. He does pray. When he prays for people, he means it. It's from the bottom of his heart, and it works miracles. I have seen it. Yeah. I would say I'm very blessed to have him as a husband and as my best friend. I wouldn't have anyone else other than him. I'm looking forward to go on with him and have many more adventures.
Dear Carl, may I wish you a very happy 50th birthday. When Jyoti reminded me that your birthday, your 50th, was coming on, I was very thrilled. But it reminded me that I too am not very far behind. We all age with time. We all turn a little more prosperous. We all show a lot of salt, and we all become wiser. It's nice to know a person like you. You're a nice, decent man. The first time I met you probably was in 1999. We used to hang around a lot, bought a vodka, and we used to sit in the evening. We used to play the guitar and we used to sing Simon Garfunkel and Peter, Paul and Mary, and quite a lot of country songs. And so we had all the Chinese girls sitting around, and we used to have fun. And I know you for so long, and you're a very decent, nice man. And I was very proud that you had done your restaurant on the Isle of Man. It was your project, your baby, and I was quite proudly I looked upon you, because I couldn't do it myself, and you took all the trouble and did everything, and that restaurant opened, and you were the manager, the boss, and unfortunately you never gave me a free meal. That was one bone we picked later. But all in all, life with you was fun. I looked at you as a big brother. You were very mature, always thinking about Jyoti and Sarah. And Jyoti, you should be very proud that your husband is a very nice man, and I should thank Carl's parents for bringing up such a fine human being. I wish you all the very best. Again, a very happy 50th birthday. all the success in your future endeavors.
Hi Carl, I've always known Carl for a while. Working with him was a pleasure, and he was always well composed, organized, and really well spoken. Always had a ton of information, and while I'm me being really fairly new in UK, gave me a lot of advice. He's been a good friend, and best of luck for everything, Carl.
Hi Carl, this is Salil here. We have worked together from Mirch Masala days in 1990 or 91, I'm not sure. We have worked for a lot of Mr. Advani's projects, including Apple Valley Resort in Kulu Manali, India, and Royal Palace in Nagpur. I think we had a very great time in Kulu Manali because I used to be there for 3 months in a year, and you used to be there almost for the whole year. I still remember your singing days in Kulu Manali. Obviously, we worked very hard there, including Chef Ganesh and Shirish Bogde. Unfortunately, Ganesh Sadan is no more. After that, I believe we met in London when you did your graduation in Isle of Man, and then came and met me once in Meads Road. And I think that time the job opportunity came in Jashan, and we offered you a job which you took, and we got your work permit done, and then you came here. I do remember a lot of good days in Meads Road. I think it was 59 Meads Road. Still remember my parents coming over, and the morning tea was made by Jyoti. They still remember that. We had a good time working in Jashan as well. And I met Aprish the other day, and he has asked me a specific question for you. He has asked me to ask you if you still eat eggs for breakfast. That's on a lighter note, Carl.
Hi Carl, welcome to the 50s Club. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to say a few words. The Kagram family have known Carl since December 1999 when he joined us as operations manager with Jashan. The first time I watched him start work with us, I knew he was destined for greater things in life. He had all the markings of an entrepreneur, worrying about revenue, margins, and returns on capital employed. He was determined to get on to a business career even before finishing his academic course. Just as we expected, he progressed in his career, and outside of Jashan and in parallel, he completed his MBA at Cass Business School with flying colors. In the last few weeks, we learned that he has ventured into his own business just as I thought he would all those years ago. We are absolutely confident he would be very successful in this chosen path and become a star performer in the business community in the UK. Happy birthday, young man.
Hi Carl, wishing you a very very happy birthday. I hope you're having a fantastic time. Let me begin with my fondest memory of you. Jyoti and me are walking out of Memo, and one evening, and you've come to pick her up in your swanky car, and then you insisted that you drop me back home. And I was like, no, it's fine. I mean, I can go back home on my own and da-da-da-da. And you're like, you insisted. You said, no, let me drop you back home. And you waited till I went all the way up. It's just, it's just a kind gesture that you went out of your way to come and drop me because I was heavily pregnant with Rivan. And with no family around, that meant the world to me. I mean, I felt cared for. And it just meant a lot.
Even after all these years, that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I talk of you or about you to someone. Thanks again for that. And you're genuinely one of the most kind, caring person I've come across. And even after all these years, Jyoti's told me so many stories and we've shared crazy moments together. And even when you would go traveling for like a day or two, Jyoti would be like, oh my god, Carl's away, I don't know when he's gonna come back. And the day you were coming back, the whole office would know. She would be so excited. I was always so envious of your beautiful, beautiful relationship with Jyoti. I'm so happy for you guys, and I'm so glad that you're friends, even though we don't meet very often. But I think of you all very often and very fondly. Hopefully this year we'll catch up more often. My son Rivan, he is a big fan. He remembers you as the uncle with the guitar and the beautiful voice, and he is now learning how to play the guitar and the piano. And thank you.
Happy birthday, Uncle Carl!
Happy birthday, Carl Uncle! Kids, do you know Carl Uncle has just turned 50?
No, he looks like 25.
Really? What?
He looks like he's 25.
Really? No. But what do we love about Carl Uncle?
But he does look a very good 50. No?
Yes, yes.
What do we
What
love?
do you love about Carl Uncle? Oh, what about his music?
He's friendly.
He's friendly, yes.
I like his guitars.
Yes,
His guitars,
yes,
yes,
I love
that's
his
what
music.
we love.
I love his music.
And then we love the way he plays music, isn't it? And then what else do we like? Do we love to go to Carl Uncle, spend time with him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's nice.
He is nice.
Yeah.
What about his food?
Oh yeah, he makes yummy food, doesn't he? You know what?
Remember that
Do you know?
prawns that he made?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that prawns that he made.
Absolutely.
That was very good.
Yeah. Do you know? Me and Carl Uncle studied together for our MBA.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know? Yeah. You know what we did?
What?
We did an assignment together. You know what about? Jack Daniels. We wrote an MBA assignment on Jack Daniels, and we were very good. We enjoyed it so much.
Look at Arya's face. She's thinking, what is Jack
What
Daniels?
is
Who is
Jack
Jack Daniels?
I know what Jack Daniels is.
Do you? Oh, well done, you.
We have Jack Daniels whiskey and honey.
Oh wow, and honey, yeah. Well done, Arya. You are super cool. Well done.
So yes,
happy birthday
Carl
again, Carl
Uncle.
Uncle.
And we are gonna love you and we're gonna miss you on your birthday, but I hope you have a fantastic time because your wife has done that much for you. Yeah.
Carl, enjoy, mate. We will see you soon.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye bye.
Hello Karen everybody! I'm Vanessa. I'm one of the staff in Reach Food. I've worked with Carl for around 8 years and I'm from the commercial department. So I always go to travel with Carl for all the technical stuff. Carl is a very knowledgeable person. He's highly articulate, he's very creative, he's polite and gentle. Despite he is always in the management seat, he's always very polite to us. He's a gentleman. You can imagine him being a head engineer, managing all the high-profile projects. I'm sure many of you are aware of our company Reach Food as a startup company. when we say startup, we really started everything from scratch. It's been a long journey. I mean, it's been a tough journey, but an enjoyable one. I'm sure Carl will tell you all the stories. Throughout the journey, I worked with Carl a lot more. Carl sometimes talk about Geordie and Sarah. He's a very proud husband and dad. I know he really loves his family. He is very protective of them, and he really cares about them. And it really relates to me because I'm also an only child. So when he mentioned about his family, that reminds me of mine. There is one really grateful moment I want to mention. I'm not sure if Carl is acknowledged. Was the day when I received the legal letter from Shield. That was a very unforgettable day. It was when my parents came to visit me, and I had no any help, and Carl jumped in. I'll cut the story short, but it was a day I'll never forget, and from then on I know Carl will always have my back. He's a really good superior, and I really trust him. I will never forget that day. It's Carl who offered help for me. I'm really, really grateful, Carl. On a happier note, Carl, we have come a very long way, being the only alcoholic colleagues in the Muslim company. Now, the owner of our new company might get upset if we don't drink in certain occasions. So get ready. Carl, again, thank you for everything. I hope you have a brilliant birthday. Have fun, enjoy, and enjoy the video Geordie has prepared for you. She's very sweet to prepare all this. Enjoy. Bye. We'll wait for you to come back in London.
Hello, I'm Gaurav. I work with Carl at Reach. First of all, happy birthday to you, Carl. 50 years. You look more like 35. I met you at your SEAL days. You came across immediately as a very, very intelligent and a kind person. It's been a pleasure working with you at Reach. You're truly inspiring to me, and I'm sure to many people at Reach. You work so hard and captain the ship very well. Enjoy your day. Don't drink too much, as they say. Once you go 50, you can't handle too many. Have fun. Bye.
Hi, Carl. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy 50th birthday, old man.
50th.
Remember this bench? This is where Vanessa and you offered me the job at Reach Foods.
With a couple of bottle of wine.
Yeah. We were at Eastcourt. This is my Ghanaian mate.
Carl, we wish you all the best. Enjoy, have a blast. We wish you long life, prosperity, success in everything. And we look forward to spending more years with you at Reach Food.
Amen.
And the story continues. Yes, he's a legend. Hi, Dada. I wish you a very happy 50th birthday. I hope you like the video I put together for you. I wish you a very long and happy and healthy life. Wish you every success in the world. And I wish to grow old with you.